Hi, 7th grade. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk to you about your math lesson for the day. But before we do that, I have a joke here waiting for you. Now, full disclosure, I am changing back to joke of the week instead of joke of the day. I know, that's probably really upsetting to some of you, especially like the Mitchells of the world and that sort of a thing who really count on my joke of the day. But I gotta tell you guys, coming up with something super hilarious every single day was causing me some stress. So I decided, you know what, we're gonna go back to joke of the week. So that's what we're doing. And then that way you can laugh at this all week long instead of only being able to laugh at it for one day. So it's kind of a gift that I'm giving you is really what I think. So, joke of the week. Ready for it? Dun, dun, dun. Why are mummies good at keeping secrets? Because they stay under wraps. Get it, a mummy, you wrap. It's hilarious. It's funny. I know you liked that one. So, okay, let's talk about math for this week. First of all, remember that you guys have Imagine Math due on Sunday by 10 p.m. So hopefully you submitted to me last night by 10 o'clock your 3 lessons of Imagine Math. You've got 3 more for this week. Remember, you're attempting 3. You need to pass at least 2. Most of you guys are doing that no problem. A couple of you guys seem to be forgetting, I don't know, choosing not to do it. So make sure that you get that Imagine Math done, okay? This week, we're going to have a quiz. So that quiz is actually going to come tomorrow. Do not panic. I know I'm not going to be there, but you're going to be fine. And I will explain more of that to you tomorrow. What you're going to do today is you're going to do a little bit of review. So your quiz is actually over several different lessons. And the main thing that I wanted to focus on for today was reviewing just different types of probability and the fundamental counting principle. So to help you review for your quiz, I have put some video links in the actual homework sheet that you can watch. You can also go back to last week's classwork and watch the videos there if you had some questions. If there are problems in your homework that you did last week that you got them wrong and you still don't understand why or you don't know how to do them, please, 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 please use today to send me an email and say, hey, Mrs. Espy, on 10.2 number blah, 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 I didn't understand why I got this wrong. Tell me now so that I can help you before you take your quiz tomorrow. It's just like in class. Use the time to ask me. Don't wait until you're in the quiz and say, oh, I never really knew how to do these. Ask me today. Send me an email, call me, FaceTime. Let's get that sorted out, okay? I'm not doing a Zoom with you guys right now because Zoom is not really working for me at my house. I have too many people on too many devices and my internet is super unstable. So, but I can FaceTime you if you want kind of that one-on-one type of a thing. So let me know and we'll get that sorted out, okay? So a couple of things that I wanted to go over with you before you watch the review videos and that sort of a thing is I wanted to talk a little bit about, first of all, compound events when you do probability, okay? Compound events means that there's more than one thing happening, more than one thing going on. So you might spin a spinner that has 5 slots that you could get on. You might flip a coin that has heads and tails. You might flip another spinner that has red, blue, and yellow, okay? If there are compound events, you just write down the probability of each. So if I said, what's the probability of first spinning a 5? So you would say, oh, it's 1 out of 5. Or if I said, what's the probability of spinning an odd number? Well, how many odds are there? Okay, we've got 1, 3, and 5. So that means that there's a 3 out of 5 chance of getting an odd. Okay, so you write that down. What are the chances of getting heads? Oh, 1 out of 2. What is the probability of getting anything except blue? Well, except blue, that'd be a 2 out of 3, right? So those are compound events when you're doing more than one thing. And then that kind of leads into the fundamental counting principle, which is basically you're multiplying the probability. So if I said, what's the chance of, put this way, what is the chance of having a bag of marbles that are red, blue, and yellow? What's the chance of pulling out a red marble? Well, there's 2 reds, right? So I've got a 2 out of 5 probability of getting a red. Okay, well, what if I pull a marble out and I don't put it back in? and then I say, what are the chances of pulling a blue? Well, I took one out, right? So now I have a 2 out of 4 chance of pulling a blue, okay? And so I might pull that out. So what you do then for the fundamental counting principle is you write down all your possibilities. So I said 1 out of 5, and then I said 2 out of 4, and you multiply those fractions. Remember, when you multiply fractions, you just multiply straight across, okay? So 1 out of 5 over 2 over 4, so I would multiply, well, let me write that down for you. That ought to help, right? So 1 out of 5 times 2 out of 4. So 1 out of 5 times 2 over 4, when I multiply straight across, 2 times 1 is 2, 5 times 4 is 20, and then I simplify that down and I get 1 out of 10, okay? So that is the fundamental counting principle, and that's sort of how that works. So you've got a couple of assignments that you have to do on big ideas today. You might say, but Mrs. Espy, there's problems I have to do for 10.2 and 10.3, and I already did those. I know you already did them. We're just going to do some different problems to review and to practice. And like I said, go back and look over your old homeworks. And if you have questions, please make sure that you let me know so that we can be set for that quiz tomorrow. Okay, so you're working on that, working on your Imagine Math, watching some review video links, and asking me questions if you have them. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.